My allergies are popping off here today, so it is what it is. But let me grab TikTok, and we will get this party started in here. We'll get it started in here. Ah, I forgot something. Ah, I kind of want to run inside and get it. All right, I'm going to run inside and get it. Hold on. Hold on, YouTube. All right. Whew. We're back. All right, let me grab TikTok, and then we will be live. Homeschool. Stop doing that. Homeschool Community. All right. Done. And go live. 2, 1. Kick off. All right, YouTube, you're already YouTube. It is my first spring here in the South, and the spring comes early here, it seems. My allergies are definitely popping off. It is what it is. We're going to make the best of it. We're going to have a nice talk, and I want to really talk about community, and I'm going to show you a present that someone in my community sent me, which is really amazing. Very blessed. I'm getting used to the new time. Yeah, we're all adjusting. We're adjusting to the time zone. We're adjusting to the allergies. It's amazing I was able to film my videos this morning. This could get ugly, people. This could make internet history here with how it goes. But the topic of today's stream is homeschool community. And right now, I don't accept your all poor thing. Your all poor thing. The topic of the stream is homeschool community. And now is a better time, really than ever, for homeschoolers to build communities. Something that we've been doing with the Unschoolables and Homeschools Connected. But there are over 11 million homeschoolers in the United States of America right now. And to think about, just 2 years ago, that number was about 3 million. So we have seen an exponential rise in the number of homeschoolers in the United States of America, and an act of real tyranny where so many parents had their back put against the wall, where they didn't want certain policies implemented on their children, has really turned out to be a gift, because we saw those numbers go up where all of these families started homeschooling. And this is really telling about the power of homeschooling. But what we haven't seen, as the restrictions have been lifted, as schools have returned to normal, we haven't seen those parents returning their children to the public school system. And the reason for that is, once people pull their children out of public school, once they get a taste of homeschooling, once they see what homeschooling really is, they realize it is a much more efficient way of educating a child. I mean, you just take the concept of mathematics. Well, you have your second grader, and he's struggling with addition. Well, after 3 months, his class is moving on without him. And then, is he going to learn multiplication? Or will he develop an aversive relationship with mathematics? And this goes on, and you could do it both ways. Or you have your second grader who masters addition in a day, and now he has to wait 3 months for his classmates to catch up before he can move on to multiplication. Well, in your homeschool, If he masters addition in a day, you can move on to multiplication tomorrow. Or, even better, you could take a break for 2 or 3 months from mathematics, and then when you're ready, about 2 or 3 months later, you could start with multiplication, right? You have such flexibility, the ability to customize education to the needs of your individual child. And when I left the field of education, when I started Classical Learner and I started working with families setting up their homeschools, that's what people discovered that we had the power to do, where people were hiring me. They were hiring me. They're still trying to hire me, but I've been telling people that I'm not doing consultations right now. I know. You're like, wait, you're turning consultations down at $300 a pop? Why, yes, I am. I'm very busy. It takes a lot of time for me to do that stuff. But people were hiring. Lucy's going crazy right now. You got the willies? That's my girl. That's my little girl. You go get those squirrels. You show them who's boss. Yes, people were hiring me at $300 a pop to customize their child's homeschool. Right? And they're discovering that it is, it's so advantageous to be able to follow the individual interest of your child, to be able to teach them what they want to learn about, and you could just embed what you want them to learn within their education. That gets to this concept of unschooling. I need to hire you. I don't know how to get started. Well, you can't hire me. I'm not taking consultations right now. I have all these emails of people that want to... His nose is running. That people that want to set up consultations, and I'm just not doing it right now. But for members of my homeschool community, Homeschools Connected, which is only $10 a month, when you join that program, I inbox you and I'll help you get everything set up. You have an open chat with me, just kind of like a back and forth chat that we have available. This is going to be a tough stream. These allergies are just... going to be a tough stream. All right, bear with me. So it's a stream like this. I'm going to stream like this. All right, so where was I going with that? So you have the ability to customize your child's education. ClassicalLearner.com, Homeschools Connected. Use the promo code TOGETHER, and it's $10 a month. But we have the ability to customize education to the needs of our children. And I've worked with so many amazing families. I mean, we have members of our community right now who have 16-year-olds who are approaching local businesses and offering to build their web pages. A 15-year-old who is trying to get into real estate, and they're doing a lot of really cool things with that. We have a whole crew of about 10 to 12-year-old girls who are interested in sewing, fashion, and design. And they're taking courses on like interior design, different art courses, and they're actually approaching local farm markets, and they're going to make clothing and try to sell them at the farmers markets. If they have success with that, you know, we could get into building websites and social media marketing and all the cool things that you can do with unschooling. But the best part about the world right now is because the question you'll get is, but Brett, what about the socialization? Aren't you worried about the socialization? Well, as I said at the beginning of the stream, there were 3 million homeschoolers in the United States of America just 2 years ago. But then we got this gift. If the devil kicks you out of hell, just smile and keep on walking. We got this gift where everyone was basically thrown out of the public school system, forced to get a taste of homeschool, and then they loved it so much that those 8 million extra people that started homeschooling were like, wait a second, I'm not sending my children back to public school. And now, because of that, it is easier to meet and partner with other homeschool families than ever before. because I can't go to the park without meeting a homeschool family. I mean, Brady's in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and one of the children in that class are homeschooled, right? And there's so many great ways to socialize your children. I mean, like I said, Brady, he's in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu every Wednesday. And he has baseball. He's on a baseball team, a T-ball team. Every Tuesday and Friday they have practice and games on Saturday. He's in a gymnastics class earlier in the day on Friday with probably 50 other children. Not so much a class, but it's a gymnastics gym, and they have the children there, and they do a lot of fun stuff. Right? He's in church every Sunday. He has a class at his church we go to for about 2 hours, 20 to 30 other children. Right now, where is he? Where are the children? They're in town with Nicole. And yesterday during my stream, again, they were in town with Nicole. And we go to the park once or twice a week, and we have play dates once or twice a week. It is no longer difficult to socialize a homeschool child. I mean, it never really was. That was just a misconception. But it's easier today than ever before. And then on top of it, if you want to find other homeschool families, and we get field trips, right? Field trips are a great example. So if you want to go on field trips, call your local museum, call your local aquarium, call your zoo, call Altitude, call Bounce You, call Dave and Buster's, call all these places and say, hey, do you host homeschool events? And they usually say, yeah, obviously, it's great for business. Why wouldn't we host events for groups of people that will entice them to come here? I say, great, when's your next homeschool event? In 3 weeks. Oh, okay. Do you mind? I mean, you don't have to say, do you mind? You show up at that event. You do some networking. You say, hey, you homeschool, I homeschool, we all homeschool. Why don't we exchange numbers, maybe have a play date? You get to know people better, and before you know it, you have your own homeschool co-op. Facebook is another great way. Your New York accent. Hey, my New York accent comes out when I'm congested. But oh man, it's terrible. It's awful. But you go on to sorry for my allergies, people. They are kicking into high gear. It's awful. I felt like I've had to sneeze this entire stream. You go onto Facebook, and they have co-ops in which you could partner up with, you find people in your area that are homeschooling. And again, same concept. My buddy just texted me back. He got, a longtime friend of mine got married. Just texted me back. But anyway, you go onto Facebook and you find other families in your area and you partner with them that way. And then there's all these communities striking up. Look at this right here. I was so excited to show this to you guys. So I got this in the mail from a member of our homeschool community, Bear Mini Mom. Look at this. 100% non-hybrid, non-GMO vegetable garden seeds. I mean, this is just, wait till you see the rest of it. This is only just getting started. By the way, I'm going to answer all your comments. I make it a habit to get through my stuff first, and then I go back and answer everyone's comments. We have a homeschooled former student in here, which is awesome. Look at this. Organic mushroom mini grow kit. I'm so excited to do this stuff with the children. Someone just sent this to me. Bear Mini Mom sent this to me. It doesn't stop there. Organic kitchen herb garden. Look at this. Look at this. Mint, basil, and cilantro. This is amazing. I can't even, by the way, for those of you that might be new here, I'm a homesteader, so I can't tell you how much this stuff excites me. In fact, I was hoping that Hardwood Bear is not here. I was hoping that or maybe some of you might know, but I wanted to ask how to properly prune my lemon trees that I got. I might run and get my lemon trees in a little bit. And look at this. Tomato grow kit. Again, organic. This is amazing. Bear Mini Mom is such a legend, and I'm mad right now because she's not here, and she usually is. She needs to get here. She needs to get here so she could see this. I've been meaning to call her, actually. I haven't had the chance. I get sidetracked. I get sidetracked easily because I take on 40 hours worth of stuff every 24 hours, so. All right. But homeschool parents get that, right? They're like, yeah, that's the life of a homeschool parent, right? Like, we could send our children to that tax-funded babysitting indoctrination camp, but we don't. We choose to educate our children correctly. So this was sent to me by a member of my homeschool community, Homeschools Connected, and we have an amazing community of some of them are in this chat right now, an amazing community of homeschool mothers and homeschool fathers with probably a combined hundreds of years of accumulative homeschooling experience. We have a pen pal program in which we partner up with other families in the program, and the children write each other back and forth. We have state groups. So like if you're in Ohio, you could start having conversations with other people in Ohio, and maybe you can have meetups. I know like our Ohio, Kentucky groups are popping pretty good. But really everywhere, California, New York, Texas, like we have groups all over the country. And it's just another great way to meet with homeschool families. And like seeing this, like value of community, like this is amazing. Like this is, what is the value of this? That someone would send this to me. I mean, and this is the type of stuff that it just keeps giving and giving and giving, right? And that's why when I'm on here, I always talk about, be a good neighbor, know your neighbors. Like people think they can make change in the world by yelling at politicians, but you want to know how you make change? You help your neighbor bring in their grocery, right? You get chickens, and when your chickens lay eggs, you give some of the eggs to your. I have a neighbor, this guy, I'm not going to say his name, an absolute legend. And he gives me probably 70 eggs a month. Like, he gives them to me just for free. Like, think of the value of that community, of that neighbor. Think of what I would be willing to do if he calls in a favor from me. And he's like, hey, Brett, can you do this for me? What do you think? I'm going to say no after he's done that for me out of the goodness of his heart? Like, community is strength. And, like, the number one community is family. Whereas, like, we are in this horrible hookup culture. Like, if you, like, listen to music, right? Like they'll silence people like me, and then they will gladly play on the radio everything. Think about what they call women, how they speak of them, the pressure that young people have to be promiscuous outside of wedlock, and not just like to be promiscuous, but to be promiscuous, like immense pressure from the time they're like 11, 12 years old, right? They tell women that family is oppression. But obviously it's the opposite. Family is not oppression. Family is liberation. And you find yourself in an oppressed place when you don't have community, and that starts with family, which you could rely on. People that you could count on. Like, I could always count on my mom, my brother, my sister. Like, that's gold. I could always count on my wife and my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. Right? And my children. Oh, these allergies. The allergies. But family is true wealth. Family is true wealth. Community is true wealth. And I don't know. I was just so blown away by Bear Mini Mom sending me this. I mean, look at this. I love this. So, for anyone that's new to homeschooling, outside of plugging my community, which I'm obviously passionate about, some of the things we covered here today, just so that you know how to meet people, you could find Facebook groups in your area, mom groups in your area. Ugh, disaster. You could call local museums, aquariums, zoos, Bounce You, Altitude, places like that. Ask them if they're hosting any homeschool events, and you can do some networking. All right, these are different ways in which you can meet other homeschool families, and it's something that is very powerful. So let me go back. I'm going to read some of your comments, and then maybe I'll talk about some of the other posts I did today and what those were all about. As long as you don't have stupid parents. The homeschool parents are generally the most well-read, capable people on the planet. I mean, when you talk about like the level of discourse, like the elevated conversations I have, like you gotta understand, like I make videos and I get a ton of traffic. And like when I'm doing my videos around homeschooling, everything is like very positive and very solutions oriented people, like whether it's about homeschooling or they're talking about gardening or whatever it is, like they're very solution oriented people, a lot of personal responsibility. And like when I make my more I don't try to make them political, but the conversations become, the vibration becomes so low, and it's like all these people screeching at each other, very low frequency where they're just like name calling, and people listen but they don't actually hear arguments. It's like it goes in one ear and out the other, and it's like the homeschool, just that frequency, it's much higher, it's much more elevated, and it really is amazing to see, because like I go on stretches where I do just my homeschool videos and like it's so positive and happy, and then like I'll have some of my, I guess, political oriented videos, not that I try to make them political, you know, they get out there and it just like the conversation just goes to the dumpster. I'm like, it's like, oh, shut up. It's like, ugh. A teaspoon of honey every day will help that. Good. I'm going to go do a teaspoon of honey right after this. Where do I find your homeschool community? www.classicalerter.com. Use the promo code TOGETHER or MARINE, all lowercase. Field trips are awesome, yep. A lot of places have discounts because homeschool students can go places where public schools can't because they're home. They have flexibility. I got a sneeze coming on. It's like someone's the first time someone's ever watching me, and I'm like, ugh. It's like, is he always like this? Just try to cry it out. Cry it out. All right. My son is kindergarten next year. I don't want to send him. Check out ABC Jesus Loves Me and the Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool. Those are both good free curriculums. I've started homeschooling this fall, and we've already done that. That's great. My kids are 9, 7, 4, and 2, and we've been homeschooling since the beginning. Absolutely crushing. God bless you. And I keep telling people that, the homeschool movement is the fastest growing freedom movement in modern American history. And the homeschool mothers really are the modern day Rosie the Riveter, where it's like, there were arguments once upon a time that our greatest enemies were foreign. But there's no question that our greatest enemies today, as America, as a country, are domestic, right? They're subversive, right? It's these entities that try to subvert our freedom, our liberty. And they do it through the school system. They do it through Hollywood and popular culture, music, the news, right? And one of the greatest ways we could defeat that subversion is just through personal responsibility, where if we all, we get married, be a good husband, be a good wife, be a good mother, be a good father, have lots of children and homeschool those children, well, the very nature of doing that, we're subverting the subverters, right? I mean, we're taking back control over the future of our country. So the homeschool mother is the modern day Rosie the Riveter. I honestly have no clue how to start. So you're going to if you go to my Pinterest page, if you go to the Classical Learner Pinterest page, I have a whole series called Homeschool Getting Started. Also, shameless plug of my Pinterest. But yeah, I mean, essentially, the regulations, the paperwork you need to file, because you have to file with the school district your intent to homeschool, even if you've never had your child in school. You can find that paperwork at hslda.org, the Homeschool Legal Defense Association.org. You scroll down, you'll see a map of the United States. Click on that map. Bada boom, bada bing. New York coming out at me when I said I don't want to talk. I just start going bada boom, bada bing. You'll find the paperwork right there. Once you get the paperwork, file your intent. If your children are already in school, don't pull them out until you get approval. Trust me, because you don't want any problems. It's fine. It's a couple weeks. They'll be fine. Life's not always that serious. It's like they'll be all right. Once you get the approval, then pull them out of school. You want to set up your record keeping. Again, I did videos on my Pinterest all on that. And then when your record keeping set up, then you want to start looking into like, all right, then you want to familiarize yourself with what is Charlotte Mason, what is Montessori, what is unschooling, what is a classical education. Again, I have videos on my Pinterest just on that. It's no big deal. There's tons of books you could read on each subject. And then from there, you can look into like base curriculums. There's so many good base curriculums. And, like I said, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it would be helpful to join a legendary homeschool community like my own. All right. I'm wanting to homeschool my 9 and 13-year-olds. Homeschool's connected, and it's on www.classicallearner.com. Yeah, record keeping is very important. What Marine Princess said there. Record keeping is very, very important because, if you, let's say 2 years from now, you want to put the children back in public school, right? Well, let's say you pull your child out, they're in 6th grade, and you withdraw them. And then 2 years from now, whatever, life changes, stuff happens. It happens, right? Where you feel like you're in a situation you have to put your children back in public school. Maybe you want to. Well, if you go to the public school and say little Johnny's in 8th grade, and they're like, okay, well, you pulled him out in 6th grade. What have you done over the last 2 years? And you're like, I've done this. And like, do you have any records of that? No. Little Johnny's in 6th grade. You have to document that you actually did the schooling. So keep good records, and then that helps you with a lot of things. It will help you with college transcripts later on. But Brett, the reason I'm homeschooling is I don't want little Johnny to go to college. Okay, but you want him to have the option, right? So you need records for college transcript, and whatever. Like he might need those records if he wants to be a police officer, right? Like you need records. So and then like there's just other reasons too. If government officials ever knock on your door, it protects you. You don't have to share the records with anyone. You don't even have to admit you have records, right? But you want to have them because if the situation comes up where you do need those records, you decide you want to share them, right? Then you could say, oh, look at this. I do have these records. Would you know? I do have records. Anyone who's telling you not keep records is wrong. And they're like, yeah, I know, I get all these freedom people like, I don't answer to the government. Like, shut up. You don't answer to the government until the government knocks on your door, and then you answer to the government. He's like, oh, I don't answer to them. Well, you better really know your rights. And like, I'm friends with people that really, really, really know their rights. Like, I'm friends with people who don't do things that people would say you can't not do. You understand? Like, and I'm not even going to get into it. Like, it's not even the type of stuff you talk about. Right? So, like, I know freedom people. I'm a homesteader. I'm a homesteader with no debt who owns his own business and homeschools his children. And a Christian who follows God is a devoted husband, a committed father, and wants to have 27 children. Right? And I'm telling you, like, freedom. And I'm telling you that, like, I'm not even close to being ready to be able to make a claim like, I don't answer to the government. You bet I do. So don't listen to those people. Ugh. Try stinging nettle leaf for your allergies. It helps with pollen season. Yes, nettle leaf. I've heard that. I'm going to screenshot that. Okay. It won't let me pay. I've put my card number and applied the discount, but nothing happens. I haven't heard that before. What's the error message? Can you email me at classicallearnertoday@gmail.com? People sign up every day, so something must be going wrong there. Our community, we've had a rapid growth, which has been really obviously exciting. It's like obviously exciting that the community I built has grown rapidly. And we literally get new members every day, so whatever's happening with that. All right. Where I live, I'm the only one that homeschools, so your videos help so much. Are you sure about that? Have you called the local museums? Have you called the zoos, the aquariums, Bounce You, any of these type of places and asked them if they're hosting homeschool events? Because they might be. Go on local Facebook groups, see what they have. Obviously, my community, although I'm guessing you're in a really rural area if you're saying that. But I'm guessing you could find other homeschoolers if you keep looking. But that would suck if you can't. But either way, local honey, lemon, coffee, and bourbon mixed for all allergies. Well, I don't drink bourbon. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, then if you can't find other homeschool families, just make sure you socialize your child in other ways. So have play dates. Maybe set a goal for yourself. Have a chart. Have play dates twice a week. Go to the park twice a week. Like I said, my son is in a church class on Sundays. He's on a baseball team. He's in a gymnastics class. And he's in, I don't know if it's called a jiu-jitsu team, a dojo, right? So like socialization isn't a problem because, and literally we're literally out in town. He's out in town right now. But we're literally out in town probably 5 days a week, 5, 6 days a week, probably 7. I really don't like being in the house all the time. I need to do things. I need to do things. All right. Brett, this is a you issue. What's going on with me? Pollen. Yes, pollen. Lack of pollen. It's my first spring. How do you feel about standardized testing? I don't care about it. I'm going to have my children take the test. Honestly, they'll perform better than public school students. Whatever. Like, I don't mind them taking a test. They're good. They'll show that they're knowledgeable. Like, it's fine. I don't teach to the test. Like, I just educate them how I educate them. But homeschool students are typically higher achieving than public school students. I mean, all of my children's math attention is like one-on-one. So it's like, bring it, you know? But if you want to get out of it, just do it the right way. Like, there's ways to get exemptions from those tests, but you have to go through the proper channels. Like, if the test is required, then take the test until you get the exemption. Bear Mini Mom is here. Okay, Bear Mini Mom, I have to go over everything again. The whole first half of the stream was about you. We're going to go over it all again. Let me just get through these comments. I wish I could homeschool college. Start unschooling college. Unschool yourself. Go to my Cubs to Bears channel. Watch, or go to my Pinterest. Go to my Pinterest. Go to my Pinterest. I have a section on unschooling. Watch those videos. There's 4 of them posted. And after you watch those videos, you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say unschool yourself. You will change your life. In fact, if you graduate college without owning your own business, then you're not learning the right things in college. Don't do what all the other drones in college are doing. Like, you should own your own business by the time you graduate. You should be crushing. You should be 22 years old and living life on your terms. Just absolutely crushing. And you do that through unschooling, which is why I constantly talk about unschooling, which is why I make videos showing people how to unschool every week, and which is why I inbox every member of my homeschool community and literally coach them on unschooling. It will change your life. Go watch those videos on my Pinterest, Classical Learner Pinterest page. I think it's Classical Learner Homeschool Coaching and Homeschooling or something like that. I made it my name, Classical Learner Homeschool Coaching, or Homeschooling and Homeschool Coaching, because it's good for the algorithm. Search engine optimization, so when people type in homeschooling, my Classical Learner comes up. So that's just a little search engine optimization tip. I am in the process of growing my Pinterest. I decided that it must grow. It's a work in progress, but we're up like 50 to 100 subscribers in 2 weeks. So from a percentage standpoint, the growth has been pretty good. And I don't know how these Pinterest analytics work, but they say my Pinterest has 17,000 views this month. I don't know if the likes, comments, and clicks match that like they do on other platforms. So I don't know how Pinterest gets these analytics. But nonetheless, they say we've had 17,000 views this month. I don't have any education, not even a diploma, and nobody even realizes that and never needed it. What do you do for a living? Check out Ron Paul's curriculum. Yeah, he has good stuff. I like Ron Paul's stuff, although going through, like, navigating it gives me a headache. But he has a lot of good free materials, especially for early childhood. And obviously Ron Paul is very constitutional and liberty-minded. So I definitely would, recommend his stuff. Yes, I'm just learning this. Oh, you saw me on the FYP. Oh, the page lives. The page lives! It lives! By the way, if everyone would like and share these, it would really help me with that. And it would be greatly appreciated. Likes, shares, comments, these things drive the algorithm. We are all subjects to the almighty algorithm. If I was a young musician and I wanted to promote my stuff, I would make a couple of songs. I would do a remix, and Wolf and Flame, thank you for joining the server, and I'm going to inbox you a little bit later today. Give me 24 hours, because I'll inbox you. But yeah, if I was a musician, like a young musician, and I was trying to promote my stuff, I would make a song, or I would remix that song, and one of the lines would be, she only wants me for my TikTok, right? Like my Pimp Juice, but like, she only wants me for my TikTok. And I would put a line behind it, and that would go viral. Everyone would start using it. And then I would do something along the lines of, like, come and pimp my algorithm. And I'd have to get the rhythm of it down. But something along the lines of, come pump my algorithm, right? Like, that stuff's like lower vibration stuff, but like just understanding the nature of the beast, like those would be great ways to start getting a lot of traction for a young musician. These are the things I think about. I mean, I counsel people on the side on this stuff all the time. Like there was this one young man who, like, probably like a year ago, he's a talented musician. He lacks confidence, and I literally, like, wrote him a song about gates. What was it, like I went out of my way and I wrote him a song, and then he never did it. And I was like, some people, like, that's the thing. People have to want to help themselves. What was the song? Heavy metal's in your brain, heavy metal. It was a play on heavy metal, because he did heavy metal. But it was a double reference to other types of metals that were relevant at the time. And a certain gentleman who started a company named after a part of his body, Microsoft. I got to go back into those inboxes and find that and give that song to someone who will make it. All right. He's fine, or he's dying in front of us. I want to start homeschooling my 3-year-old. Go to my, I already covered this, so I don't want to do it ad nauseum. Just go to my Pinterest page. Classical Learner Homeschooling, Homeschool Coaching. Classical Learner Pinterest. I have a Homeschool Getting Started series. It'll point you in the right direction. Like, it will go over step by step what you should do. Bear Mini Mom, don't you go anywhere. I don't know if are you still here? I have to get through these comments. And then I'm going over your stuff again. Oh, you like reading eggs? Yeah, it's funny. I was looking at getting Brady either reading eggs or hooked on phonics. So you like reading eggs? I was leaning toward hooked on phonics, but if you like reading eggs, I might get reading eggs. Allergies, that's what my husband sounds like. Lulu! I get so nervous because the neighbor's dog is huge, and I get so nervous that she's going to put her little paw under the gate and he's going to grab it. All right, buddy, we hear you. Everyone hears you. The neighbors hear you. The stream hears you. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. All right. New homeschooler here. Do homeschool kids still have a chance at college? Funny enough, that's what I posted about on my Pinterest this morning. But yes, so there are homeschool students in Harvard and Princeton and universities all over the country. What matters is your transcript. So you have to keep good records, right? Like think about when your 11th grader applies to college, they don't have a diploma yet, right? They have a transcript. Diploma doesn't mean anything. So you need to have a transcript. There's like Homeschool SchedTrack is a good free service for that. There's a bunch of, some of them are paid. The SchedTrack's a free one, so that's why I tell people about that one. That neighbor's dog is just a house. When I met my neighbor, I was unpacking, and he came over and he was like, "This is my security system," and I was so upset because if he had come over to me about 5 minutes earlier, I would have pulled out, allegedly, could it be a samurai sword? I would have pulled it out and went, "This is my security system." I literally had just packed it up. It would have been the best. It would have been one of the greatest meetings of all time. And like, my neighbors are legends, so like, he would have really appreciated that, knowing him now. He would have been like, "Nice." Oh, so yeah, you need a transcript for college. Homeschool SchedTrack is a good service for that. Don't mind how I look or how I'm like, ugh. Lucy, let him be. I know, he's getting you fired up. It's not even Lucy barking. I don't know why I'm yelling at her. All right, you're fine. Go play. You're good. He hasn't bit you yet. If he grabs my dog's paw, I'm going to have to leap over that fence and tackle a dog. Ugh. Brutal. Yeah, so like you want to make sure when you're for college that you have at least 3 good references outside of the home. Like you don't want your child's only reference to be mom, right? So like those could be sporting coaches, those could be the head of a soup kitchen, the priest at the church, an employer for a job your child worked. But you want 3 people willing to write references to the college, and then you want to be able to show a lot of extracurriculars. Like my child wasn't just sitting at home, like they were in a theater club, or they were on a gymnastics team, or on a jiu-jitsu team, whatever, dojo. They played baseball in high school. Like you want to be able to show these things, and if you could do that, your child will do just great getting into college. Sorry it took me so long to say that. My face just, ugh. All right. Hannah, don't worry about the typos. I'm like the typo king. I'm typoing all day. I'm just typoing. I feel bad. I don't answer people's comments a lot on my post, but the reason for that is my hands, I guess from using computers and the phone so much, have really hurt over the last month, and I just quit on answering comments because I was like, it's just not, my hands hurt too much. Although they're actually, after about 2 weeks of basically not answering, they feel a lot better, so that's encouraging. Children are natural STEM learners, nurture. Hey, rock the STEM. I told you. You inboxed me and you were like, can I talk to you about, I guess you're doing something with STEM. And I was like, yeah. And then you were like, so could we talk? I'm like, I already said yeah, just on Instagram. Just go back to the inbox and like lay out for me. Like, don't make me search for it. Be like, this is what I do. Bullet, bullet, bullet. This is where you can find it. Bullet, bullet, bullet. And then I'll take a look at it. Just don't make me search for it. Because I don't mean to sound like an ass. I get so many inboxes a day. Like, I just need people to, like that too. Like where people like lay out like, hey, Mr. Classical Learner, I'm going to write a 7-paragraph explanation of what I got going on here. Like, just break it down, bullet points, let me get to the point, because I just get so many inboxes. Like, I have emails I don't answer for like a month, and people get insulted, and they're like, oh, it's this guy. He doesn't answer me. It's like, boom, boom, boom. Boom. And I'll get to it. Are there many homeschool families at your church? Yeah, I mean, I live in a military town, so homeschooling just comes with the territory with that. Any tips for homeschooling a very hyper 5-year-old? Keep him busy. I would break his schooling into shorter segments if you can. So like, like a 10 or 20 minute session of learning is fine. Then let him go run around. You could do like a lot of nature stuff. The campfire curriculums, I'm getting a lot of positive feedback on. Wednesday's child in our homeschool community, she really swears by these curriculums to the point where I'm thinking about getting one of them for Brady. But curriculums. I know. It's terrible. I'm gonna stream like this. Say hello, okay? What's going on, Grandpa? What do you got there?
Nothing.
Oh, bacon. Thank you. Right. I see Melissa, another legend from our community. All right, Melissa, wait till you see what Bear Mini Mom did. Hold on. Wyatt and Lily both like it, but we haven't tried phonics. That's Hooked on Phonics. We're talking about Reading Eggs and Hooked on Phonics, which are two early childhood learning to read programs. Marine Princess does Reading Eggs and she likes it, and she's a homeschool legend, so I would definitely take that recommendation. And I was actually looking at both of them yesterday, and I was leaning toward Hooked on Phonics. I don't know which one I'm going to go with. I wanted to talk to Nicole about what she thought. My friend homeschooled and graduated high honors from Yale. That's awesome. I heard of a lot of parents using Reading Eggs. We've been using Bob's Book. Oh, I never heard of that one. Screenshot. All right. Okay, I signed up. Thank you. Excited to start learning more about homeschooling. Awesome. I'm glad you got it working. Start taking a tablespoon of local wildflower honey. I have honey. I have organic honey, so I'm going to take that when I get in. Just wanted to remind you that you are awesome and amazing. Well, thank you, Bonnie. And you, as a homeschool mother, are awesome and amazing yourself. You sure are a trooper hanging here this long. Hope you feel better. I feel fine. I just lose allergies. They're just... Ugh. All right. So now, Bear Mini Mom, are you here? Bear Mini Mom, confirm you are here. Confirm you are here. Confirm. She was here. I need her to see this. She's such a legend. I'm so excited. Bear Mini Mom. Yes. Okay. All right. So Bear Mini Mom. Check out what she sent me. 100% non-hybrid, non-GMO vegetable garden seeds. But like it only starts this is just the beginning. An organic kitchen herb garden, mint, basil, and cilantro, which for anyone who knows how much I love mint and basil, I grow basil and I just take my face and just drop my head in it, and it smells so good. And we could grow this literally in the kitchen, organic, non-GMO, and then we can use this in our food. Nicole, my wife, Mrs. Classical Learner, makes a pesto using fresh basil that is like out of this world. If you haven't made a pesto from like fresh basil picked right out of the garden, like truly fresh, Like, you haven't even had pesto. I am so excited to grow this and turn it in to pesto. Wait, you think Bear Mini Moms stop there? Get a load of this. Mushroom Mini Grow Kit. I've never done mushrooms. Quite frankly, I think I've been intimidated by mushrooms. But that intimidation ends today because I am super excited about this. And I'm excited to have the children partake in the growing process with this. But this is amazing. And like, I've been afraid to grow mushrooms, but Nicole got me over I used to not eat them, and now, because she puts them in everything, now I've been eating them, and I really harvested 10 days. Yes. I've been eating a bunch of mushrooms lately because Nick likes to eat them, and she got me into them, which I'm very happy about because they're healthy. And then, but wait, there's more. Organic tomato grow kit. Is this amazing? And tomatoes are another vegetable where if you haven't had, like, people are like, I don't like tomatoes. Okay. Then you haven't had a tomato picked directly from the vine. Like, tomatoes picked from the vine taste completely different than store-bought tomatoes. Like, they're so rich. Like, you bite into them and you're like, oh my God. I remember back when I was on Long Island and we were growing our tomatoes. And because last summer I grew an entire garden. We moved on July 25th. And literally the people, well, this was at the second house. We sold our house in January. As a buffer, moved in with my in-laws until July 25th, and then Nicole and I moved to to the South. And so I grew a garden there, and literally, but we left July 25th, so the people that purchased that house are the ones that got the garden. So, but like 2 years ago, on Long Island, Brady would literally all day just walk outside into the yard, pick tomatoes and eat them, like tomatoes off of the vine. And talk about your child living this healthy life. Talk about how amazing that is, right? I love this. Thank you so much. Love this. It has a ton of learning info about fungi as well. Yeah, all stuff that has intimidated Brett the homesteader thus far, coming to fruition. This is awesome. Oh my goodness. That's another one of my favorite parts about moving to the South. Growing up in New York, I'd never heard that before. And then like you get here and like with these awesome accents and everyone goes, oh my goodness. I just love it. Oh my goodness. And they go, how y'all doing? How y'all doing today? I just love it. Y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm excited that my daughter too, like, I'm very northern, but like my little daughter who's been here since she was 2 months old, 2 months and 5 days, like she's going to grow up a little Southern belle. I kind of hope she has an accent. I hope she has a little Southern accent. Oh my God, I didn't tell you. Okay, I have to post a video to my Instagram. So Aubrey, she's not even 10 months old yet. Her new thing has been she loves to dance. Like all day she looks at me and she looks at me and she goes, this is what she does. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen. She goes. So yesterday at dinner time, we put on the song from Night at the Roxbury, Baby Don't Hurt Me No More. And I filmed her and that song was on and she was going. She's so cute. Oh, I love her. Where did you move to? I'm in the south of Florida. I'm in the Carolinas, but I stopped saying where I am after I got targeted by some really creepy people. And like I said the other day, I woke up and like someone threatened to word that starts with an M and ends in Ermi. So it's like there's internet people. There's a lot of crazy people. There's a lot of crazy people. So unfortunately, I no longer divulge that information out on the public stream. So anyway, let me guys know. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, does anyone in here know how to prune a lemon tree? I bet one of you know. Does anyone know how to properly prune a lemon tree? Yeah, I got to go safety first. Like it's crazy. Like you hear about stuff, but like Wednesday's child, I was talking about you before. But you don't get to know what I was saying because you're late. I could have been talking smack. I do not probably now. No one knows how to properly prune a lemon tree? All right. Wednesday's child. Look what Bear Mini Mom sent me. Check this out. Really pumped about this. Okay. At least I'm in good company. Well, here's the thing. Like, I've watched videos on properly pruning lemon trees, and I still don't quite get it. And I bought these 3 lemon trees that I got for $34, which I was so pumped about. And I know I should be pruning them, and I just don't quite know how to do it. And like I don't want to mess it up because they're my babies and I want them to grow into these flourishing trees that I have for 20 years and give me 20 years worth of lemons for $34 and a little bit of labor. So anyway, my lemon trees, very passionate about my lemon trees. I went to I see you, girl. I see you, baby. Shaking that plant. Babe, come show everyone our sprouts. We're talking about trees. I asked the community if they knew how to prune a lemon tree, but apparently I have a community of homesteaders and no one knows how to prune a tree. It's terrible. You need some allium spa. I have some fruit trees I brought last year. I don't know yet. I know Hardwood Bear would know. He's not here. Hardwood Bear knows everything, and he's not here.
What are you eating?
Todd brought me these.
Why did he bring you a plate of bacon?
I don't eat it, but it was very nice, so I didn't tell him that. All right. Hey, Tiff Gog.
Good morning.
Check out our sprouts. Woo! It's about to go down. All right then.
If you won't eat it, I will.
I know how, just hard to describe without seeing it. You're gonna see it. Bear Mini Mom, stay there. Bear Mini Mom is such a legend. All right, stay there. Talk to Nicole. All right.
All right, where are you going?
Get my tree.
Hello, friends. Aubrey, say hi. Say hi. Show everyone. Hey, 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 hey. Hello. Show them how you shake. Go shake, shake, shake. Do it. Shake, shake, shake. Pour it out. So Brett's running inside to get his lemon tree. And I'm going to eat all of his bacon. In my Reptar shirt. No big deal. Say hi, everybody. Very good.
It was like a little chilly when I got out here, and now it's just beautiful.
Your allergies are really crazy.
They're crazy.
Can I make you a tea?
Yes, I would love a tea. Everyone's saying that I should have honey.
You should.
All right. So this is my baby lemon tree. I don't know if it's a baby. I don't know. This is my lemon tree. I got the 2 primary stems here. Right? And then, like, do I cut this little one? Right?
Why don't you just leave it?
No, you have to prune these correctly, otherwise they don't grow the way you want. You want them to have one primary stem that is your lemon producer.
So only one stem produces lemons?
Like this one I'm certain I should cut, right? Like this stem coming off, I don't want this stem.
It's leaning.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a crooked plant.
I also read that lemon trees kind of grow wild like this.
This is good bacon.
Yeah, I mean, it's leaning like crazy, but it's fine. Where's Bear Mini Mom? We need you. We need the answers. So, Bear Mini Mom, what do I do here? Like, I'll wait for you to chime in. Make sure I don't poke Olives in the eye.
I should have it live. Eating with Coley.
You should do a live.
And I'll
meeting
just
with Coley.
eat. I'll eat the entire time.
Your live would crush.
There's some woman who makes millions of dollars just eating on YouTube, but she eats like giant oversized things, so it's like a 50-pound lobster.
I think you showed me.
Yeah,
Everyone's saying it's fine.
it's fine.
Yeah, but like I understand it's fine, but like this, I'm pretty sure I cut right there. Right? Because I don't want. And like, do I cut this one? These 2 stems?
That's a big dog. Hi, puppy
Right?
dog.
Because I have. This is the main stem. I have these 2 main stems. 1, 2. Right? So do I want any more primary stems? Like, you're coming up this stem, and then you have this deviation. Do I cut this and this, and just leave this one? I took a screenshot, and I'll send it to you, but most everything should be pruned from soil halfway up. From soil halfway up. All right, hold on. You need a good backdrop. Screen that. Screenshot that.
I'm gonna name him Barney.
Did you just name the neighbor's dog?
Yep,
Barney?
Barney. He looks like a big giant dinosaur. He's so cute.
Okay. All right, so now you'll have a pretty solid screenshot of that.
All right, one more piece of bacon.
Perfect.
No more bacon. Smack my hand if I eat more.
Eat the bacon. I don't want it.
I've had 4 pieces already.
I don't want it. All right. All right, perfect. So I need to find out how to prune this tree.
I just want the crunchy piece.
Oh, and that's the other thing I wanted to ask. So, all right, where was that? Where is it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how mad would the neighbor be if I gave the dog a piece of bacon?
So this is the main stem, and it goes straight up here. Now we have this little deviation, and look, I have a little bud right there, right?
Yeah, baby.
So 1, is that the flower for the lemon? I think it is. And 2, if it has a bud on it already, do I cut that? It's like, oh, you know? It's like, It hurts me to cut that. All right. What are you eating? What are you eating, girl?
Bacon.
You gave her bacon?
Yep.
Nicole gave the dog bacon. It's a happy dog. It is a lemon. Okay. No, don't cut it. Yes. So exciting. Nicole is a dog magnet. Like, people don't even know the half of it. Like, we go out into public and she's constantly rescuing dogs. She rescued a dog on our community live stream a couple weeks ago. We were doing a live stream. We were walking through the community, and there was just a little mini pincher running around. So Nicole did what she did, and she started chasing it. And then she got it back to its house.
I gave the dog bacon.
You gave the neighbor's dog bacon? Don't give the neighbor's dog bacon.
He's going to be my friend.
Yeah, he's clearly your friend.
He's a big, giant, fluffy white dog.
Marine Princess, don't encourage her. Don't encourage her with the bacon for the dogs. It's not good. Are all of them leaning? I have 2 more trees. Do you want me to go get my other trees?
Oh, Lord.
They're all in pots. You won't get much of anything this year, but if pruned right, it will produce next year. Ow, head butter. All right. Yeah, don't feed him. What if his stomach is sensitive?
It was just a little piece.
She's going to win that dog, though. Like, you guys get... Dogs are obsessed with Nicole. Bacon makes you feel good. In fact, my dog, Buddy, was a rescue. We found him on the street 7 years ago. And he... You know, we took him to the shelter. We, we called. We had them see if anyone was looking for him, but no one was looking for him.
No, the vet said he was abused.
Yeah, pretty sure he was, didn't have a good life before us. But when we found him, Nicole just happened to have dog treats in her pocketbook. We didn't have a dog.
We were going to my mom's house.
But she had dog treats in her pocketbook so that when she got to her mother's house, she could feed her mother's dog. And Buddy ran away from us, but Nicole started throwing treats. And then he was like, "What's that?" And he turned around, and then she picked him up. And next thing I know, we're at the vet. And then a week later, next thing I know, we have a dog. Hey, honeybee girl. I had one dog with a sensitive tummy. Yeah, she's quite a legend with the dogs. Why wouldn't you have treats in your pocketbook?
Just wait until we get donkeys.
Oh, and now she's telling me we're getting donkeys.
Donkey!
Donkey! Can we name our donkey Shrek?
No, I'm gonna name him Donkey.
No, we're naming him Donkey. I mean, I guess it makes sense to have this nose.
Hey, you're pretty gross.
Can I use your shirt?
No.
Baby, how's my girl? Wait, I'm showing the dance. Ready? Get her over here. Get her over here. Dance, 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 dance. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh, oh, oh. I want to see you dance, 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 dance.
Tiff, you just gotta bring him home. That's it. Brett's gonna come home one day. There'll be a cow in my kitchen.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, God bless you.
Are you not dancing because you know the cameras are there? Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh, oh, oh.
She's tired. I'm gonna take her for a walk.
I'm gonna come on a walk. I'm coming on the walk. Get Brady. We're going for a walk.
Bring the tissues. Go take some D-Hist.
I took some D-Hist, but
You need
now
to take it every 15 minutes.
All right, but I took it before the stream, and I've been streaming.
Well,
I need honey.
no, you need Jesus for that nose.
I do need Jesus for this nose. All right. Thank you, Tiff Gog. All right, guys. Well, this has been a lot of fun. So anyway, you can find me, Classical Learner, everywhere. Join our homeschool community.
You can find me on the streets, finding the dogs.
Decongestant, local honey. I'm doing the honey. Join our homeschool community, classicalerner.com, Homeschools Connected, promo code, Together a Marine, and freedom isn't free. We have to earn it every day, and I will undoubtedly be back tomorrow
Hopefully not sniffly.
Hopefully not sniffly. At 9:30 a.m. Eastern to earn it. Love your books. Thank you, Stacy. Stacers.
Say bye. Bye. Do bang, bang, bang. Yeah, bang, bang, bang. Get him.
Did you bang my head?
Say bye, friends. Let's go to the greenhouse. We got to put our plants away.
We gotta go
this-
get the lemon
Take
trees.
that away from me.
Oh, wait. Don't go yet.
Why?
Don't go yet.
Why?
Melissa said she loves the backpack.
Oh, awesome.
Uh-huh.
I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, they like our creation. Our late night creation. When you don't let me sleep, you don't let me sleep.
Oh, Melissa's going to blog the backpack.
Awesome.
Love it. Love it.
Now if Brett can get his act together.
I mean, Nicole designed the backpack, but I designed the unschoolable hat. And don't forget, we are the unschoolables.
Yeah, but
All right, we're going on a walk, Miss
I
May.
also created
Give me
other
that
things.
face. Give me that face.
Multiple other things. But you need to
I
learn
know.
how to code.
I know. I've been
slacking off.
slacking.
All right?
I'm a big slacker. I need to get him on the website. All right. Cheerio.